Hello and welcome to PowerPoint Project 11. This is video 1 and it covers pages 266 to 268 in your textbook. In this video we are going to be learning how to create, name, and save a new PowerPoint presentation. At this point in time you're probably familiar with all of this, so hopefully this is just a refresher, but in case it's not, in case you're new to either Yorktown Community Schools or you've just never had a PowerPoint project before, we are going to take it slow and we're going to start out at the very beginning. And so the very first step is starting PowerPoint. You can do it straight from your desktop. So for instance, I have PowerPoint right here on my screen. In our computer lab here at school, it's on the desktop, and I believe that it's on your netbook as well. In case you don't see it on your desktop though, you can always come down to the Start button. You go to All Programs, and you're going to scroll down to find Microsoft Office. And we're going to open that folder, and you'll see Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 there. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started. So whenever you first open a PowerPoint slide or a PowerPoint document, it's what we call a presentation. This is a presentation software. It's something that we use as a visual aid whenever you're presenting information. So you can see this up at the very top. It says presentation. This is number 2. This is the second blank Word document I've opened today. So it's called presentation. A new PowerPoint is called a presentation. So if you already have PowerPoint open and you're wanting to open up a new one, you would go to the File tab and you would click on New. So if you already have PowerPoint open and working and you need to start a new one, that's how you would go about starting a new one. You actually don't have to go to your desktop and restart it. Okay, when you are looking at your PowerPoint slide, each page is what we call a slide. So this right here, what you see on your screen, is slide number 1. Over here on the side, you'll see that this is the slide and layout tabs. Okay, that's what this column here is called, and it tells me that this is slide number 1. Up here at the top, we have our file tabs. Okay, so just like in Word, you should be familiar with that. And then each tab opens up a ribbon, which is located right here. Once again, you should be familiar with that. Down here at the bottom, this is what we call the status bar, and it's going to tell you kind of what's going on in your document. So this tells me that I'm on slide 1 of 1, and that right now I have the Office theme selected. So that's one thing that you can go and check on some things. If you need to have 15 slides but you don't want to sit there and count, you can actually look down there and see whether or not you have 15 slides created. This particular layout is what we call a title slide layout. So there are 4 different types of layouts that are the most common in PowerPoint, and that is the title slide, title and content, title only, and then a blank one. And each layout contains what we call a placeholder or a text placeholder, and that's what this is right here. You can see that it's got this like dotted line around the edge, and that tells you that there is something there. Okay, so that's called a text placeholder. This gray area outside of our PowerPoint is what we call the slide pane. Okay. Down here is the notes pane. We would be able to type some notes that we could print out to go along with our PowerPoint presentation. And then down here we've also got some shortcuts, and then we have the zooming tools. So now that you know a little bit about what you're seeing on your screen, what are we able to do with PowerPoint? Well, as I said, it is a presentation software, so that's what we're going to be creating. And we're looking at our slides. Now, as we add slides, Excel or PowerPoint does number them in the order that we create them, but we can rearrange them, which we will do a little bit later on. So you can add additional slides as you need them. And in each slide, we can add more things than just what the layout says. So we can add text, we can add graphics or pictures, we can add video, we can even add some sounds to it. So there are a lot of really cool things that you can do with PowerPoint once you learn how to use it in a little bit more detail. When we first opened up PowerPoint, this is what's called the normal view. This is the way that we would normally view it. We can see the slide that we're currently on, and then we can see the list of the slides here on the left-hand side. So this is the normal view. And I believe that at this point in time you should be ready to go and perform the apply it items in this section. There should only be one, and it is on page 268. So go ahead, if you want to pause the video, if you're in class and you want to go ahead and take care of that, or if you're at home, you can wait until you get into class to go ahead and take care of that apply it item. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is adding and editing slide text, and that will be in video 2.